been writing songs all my life. I believe I've been writing songs my whole damn life. Since I was 8 or 9, walking my first girlfriend home from school. Carried her books down the sidewalk in the afternoon light. That's when the words started singing inside of me. Went on a hayride with a girl who kissed me at night on the bus ride home. That was when I was only 12 and my body coming to life. I wrote songs for her and sang it to her on the phone. Every time I hopped in the car with Mom and Dad, I twist the radio lines into something new and make it mine. Making up melodies before I even knew what a song could do. Through the laughter, through the tears, through the wars and scary nights, I wrote songs about men from my unit. Some had lived and some had died. From the library notes in high school to the girl that said she'd be my wife. Yeah, I've been writing songs all my life. Mama used to laugh and say, boy, would you please shut up, while I sang loud in the backseat on those drives. Wrote my first real song for my first girlfriend. Told her one day the whole world would know my name. One day I'll be a rock and roll star, have enough money to buy her house. I'll have the money to buy her a star. I rode through my first war, and on the flight coming home, I wrote songs of heartbreak and standing out in front of her house with my blue eyes out there crying in the rain. I wrote songs about other women who brought me in from the rain. A couple hundred songs, some finished, some left alone. But now I'm going back, picking up those broken lines, dusting off the pages, giving them a second life. I've been writing songs that are real my whole damn life. Through the laughter, through the tears and horrors of war, from the library notes passed in high school and meeting her at a dance, to the day her mother found a pack of rubbers in my front shirt pocket that her daughter had put there for that night and didn't tell me. I wrote about everything that ever occurred in my life. I wrote a beautiful love song for the first woman I asked to be my wife. Yeah, I've been writing songs my whole damn life. I wrote lullabies for my children as we drove along horseback riding. I wrote love songs on cruise ships under the stars for my first wife. Sang sweet lines to a girl I just met that same night, about my midnight out in the yard at the side of my house. Laying on a blanket, we would kiss and make love and fall asleep, waking up in daylight. My father would catch us and pretend he didn't see. I'd write a song about because it was romantic to me. I'd write songs of love and heartbreak cause I've lived those songs, and dancing with a beautiful woman in my arms. I've been writing songs all my life. Even when I stopped, the music never really died. I wrote about the 23-year-old girl, the sexiest woman who ever crossed my life. But that was out in Indian country, out in Vietnam in the 90s. The very same woman who took me to bed and gave me a rodeo ride 5 times that night, and I still had vision of her waving a cowgirl hat, and she was giving me one hell of a ride. It never left my head, and I wrote song about it that night. I wrote song about every memory that was tattooed in my mind. There has been a few hundred women in my life, some of the sweet and plain, some of them wild and crazy, tried to drive me insane. But I played the game too. I still remember that day. Flew up to DC and went to the Kennedy Center and watched the Sound of Music at intermission. I was dancing in the aisle with the greatest love of my life and singing our song, and she whispered to my ear, "Oh my God, I wish I was your wife," and screamed out, "Look out, I'd rape you right here in the South." And everyone turned and looked at her. She told this young congressman, "I'm sorry, but I'm with him tonight, and he's hung like a horse." And I laughed and wrote a song about that too. She invited me down to Dallas to stay at her ranch. We spent one night in a cabin and hot tub overlooking the lake. She took me to another rodeo ride in that hot tub that night. I wrote a song about it. She asked, "Where do you get these from?" I told her, "I get them from you and what you do to me." She grabbed me by the shirt and said, "Come along, cowboy, I'm gonna give you some song material to write about tonight. Some will just have a line or two, some tell the story of my life, some haven't have been on the radio. Now I'm finishing what I started under these same stars tonight. Now I have over 1,000 songs about a moment in my world, and the beautiful loving woman who touched my face, made my life and body come alive." I wrote the song because it was part of my life and who I am. Maybe my songs will help others or rekindle memories of their own life. That's the reason I've been writing songs. Lord, I've been writing songs all my life, and I'm not ashamed to say I live my life.